the Colts and the Jags, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mills. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 62 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dial it up the right number.
Exactly.
certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw is Mills. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
2nd and 5. To throw, Mills. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All the signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Mills again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trayvon Walker, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Mills. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. And it certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun, Mills. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Oh, they'll run the option right, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the Jaguars Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. It's caught. Cooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
The Jaguars at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They go play action. Mills.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. That complete to Downs.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Boyd on the coverage defensively.
Mills to the air again.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Mills now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
On third down, Lawrence
Airing this one out for Evans. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now
as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Mills.
And that's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He finds Taylor, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At about the 32. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side with ETN to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Lawrence to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. But it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. From the shotgun, it's Mills. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to throw is Mills. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mills. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 30. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be caught at about the 6.
The 6-yard line.
Mills again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start in the NFC with an intriguing one at AT&T Stadium. New Orleans paying a visit to Dallas. And it's the home team who are out in front. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Strickland.
Complete to number 27.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Again, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a
Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action. Mills.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a couple of the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mills. Open man here is Foster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Mills to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Cooper. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays. On
1st down, Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Strickland. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught, and they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Mills got an open man. It's Foster. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Play fake, Mills. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Play action now, Mills. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Over the middle, Dorsett. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Throw left side complete to Foster. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Nifty move. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mills. Got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs from 8 yards out. And the Colts answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal will only tie as they up their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's caught. Cooper. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lawrence will throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times on their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. There's a nice move. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on 1st down. Cooper. And he stopped immediately there. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here, and they'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Jaguar first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They go play action now. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Mills now. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars getting set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Looking for Cooper, that's complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Lawrence. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Cooper. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
On third down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Down to the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Coup now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 7, 2:10 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Into the hands of Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Strickland. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And they'll run with ETN. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now, Lawrence. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, This is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out come the Jags. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On second down, a run with ETN. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On third down, here's ETN. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down, Jacksonville.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this one to Pittman. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. A give to ETN running right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cooper. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Up the middle they go. Cooper. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
2nd and 3 at
On second down now, it's Cooper. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the one.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First throw of overtime, Mills. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Mills on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Looking to throw is Mills. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Jaguars, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.